Welcome to Saturday Salutations on the Change Physician. I'm not sure if I'm live. Here we go. Welcome to the Change Physician podcast. I am Melissa Cady, one of the co hosts. I'm flying solo today. I do not have my uh, comrade, Dr. Kevin Cuccaro, because he's actually going to spend some quality time with family. So here I am bringing you a little Saturday Salutations on the Change Physician. If you see this on the Challenge Doctor page, this is actually being cross-posted to the Challenge Doctor to just give some more exposure to the Change Physician. If you do not know what the Change Physician is all about, you can go over to thechangephysician.com, www.thechangephysician.com. Whether you're a physician or a physician ally, you can become part of the community, whether you're a physician or a physician ally. So we'd love to see you there. Of course, Saturday Salutations is for usually Kevin and I to say hi to each other and to all of you, but it'll just be me. Kevin is here in spirit, and we're wanting to just share with you what's happened over the last week with the podcast. And we always start on this, let's see here, the last Sunday and Thursday, which is usually when our podcasts release. And let's see, today would be the 22nd. So on the 16th, Dr. Kevin Cuccaro, Kevin was interviewing me about how I do a direct anesthetic care practice. He said, quote, DPC, or direct primary care, so to speak, for specialists. So I gave some tidbits of some of the things I've learned over the last year and a half as to creating my own practice in anesthesia. And you'll just have to go check out episode 164, which is what we released this past Sunday. And then we released out on Thursday. Naveen Goyal actually is an anesthesiologist and a friend of Kevin's, who has an amazing story going from anesthesiologist, totally medical, to getting fully involved into entrepreneurship in even a non-medical way, and getting into kind of venture capital world. And he's part of Loud Capital, and there's all kinds of links we have at the bottom of that episode that you can learn more about. That's actually the first part of a two-part episode with Naveen, and you'll definitely have to take a listen on the interesting serpiginous route that he took into what he's doing now, which actually even doing Smile MD and bringing a lot of anesthesia services to people that aren't served as well. And so they're doing some big impact in that realm, not just providing anesthesia, but reaching out to the people that really need it. So make sure to check out episode 165 with Dr. Naveen Goyal, and you can follow up this coming week with the second part, which is a more detailed explanation of his entrepreneurial road. And then, of course, we do a deep dive, as always, talking about those two episodes, so you can anticipate those things in the next week. And as far as usually we talk about things that we're grateful for, just kind of things that have happened in the past week. And it's so strange just to be here by myself without having, Kevin here to share stories with. But, I think the ingratitude of just, despite the craziness of the last 2 years, to be at a place where, even though it's not fully done, the pandemic, I feel like I feel grateful for my health, knock on wood, and just to be at a place where there's not really a lot of fear of being hospitalized or having severe illness from COVID. And I'm sure at some point I'll get it, whether I'm asymptomatic or not. I have had antibodies checked for part of this research project, and I've only got the antibodies to obviously what I had for the vaccines and the booster. So I guess that's kind of where I'll leave it there. I'm grateful for obviously a roof overhead. It's been really cold. I am one to love to be outside, especially during the summer and spring and early fall. You will find me inside a lot during these times. So I know there are other people that are not as fortunate or as privileged to be able to have these real basic things. And I just try to think about them and say them so that I don't take those things for granted. And so super grateful there. And I'm looking forward to hearing from Kevin, his adventures and time off. And we will plan on doing another Saturday Salutations. Will probably be next week. Sometimes we do Sunday Salutations, just depending on our schedules. But we've got some cool things in the kitty, so to speak, as far as some interviews we're going to be doing with others coming up. So we'll be sharing those as time allows, based on the order of our podcast. So I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. And I'm signing out from the Change Physician for our Saturday Salutations. And we look forward to seeing you on the next Saturday Salutations. And go ahead and take a gander and look at some of the podcast episodes. And we'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.